Your long faith, or lack thereof, is a result of what voice you choose to give authority in your life. Whether or not you have long faith is all about whose voice you gave authority. Mary said, Lord, whatever you say. She gave the God's voice authority. God, if you said I'm going to have this baby, I believe it. God, if you said we're going to the other side, I believe it. God, if you said speak to this mountain, be there, remove it, I remove it. How? I don't know. But God, you said it. I give your voice authority. And the result of what I'm going to have in my life is me believing you said what you said. Whether you walk in faith or in fear, it is not based on what was said, but who said it. Who has authority in your life? The Old Testament says it this way. Whose report do you believe? Your long faith is going to be based off of whose voice you give authority to. This is why the old saints used to tell us God has the final say. Yeah, the doctor said this, but whose authority will you believe? The bank said this, but whose authority will you believe? They said this on the news, but whose authority do you believe? Well, this is what I heard on the podcast, but whose authority do you believe? Well, this is what my ex told me about me, but whose authority you believe? Whether you walk in faith or in fear, is whose authority do you believe? And Mary said, if your word said it, that's the final word in my life. She said, according to your word, let it be unto me. Ask your neighbor, who do you believe? Mary said, I'm going to give authority over my life to your word and give it permission to have the final say. This requires faith, not understanding. Because some of us, we so smart, we got our little degree, we think we know everything. We try to sit down and tell God how it's going to work. God is saying, I never called you to know how. I called you to know who. So when I say no weapon formed against you shall be able to prosper, and every tongue that rises against you shall be condemned, God, I don't understand how, but Lord, whatever you say. When he says weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning, I don't know what time morning is. I don't understand it, but Lord, whatever you say. When he says my enemies will come at me one way, but they'll flee from me 7 ways, God, I don't understand it. I don't get it, but God, whatever you say. Lord, when you say my latter will be greater than my past, but I look at how jacked up my life is being, God, I won't understand it, but Lord, whatever you say, I give your word authority in my life. And I'm done.